Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy Evolution. This is the Robots in Disguise Universe Deluxe Strong Arm figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at her in both of her modes, help you decide how you want to display her. We're going to do a direct comparison with her and original RID self. We can then do some comparisons between her and some other uses of the same mould, and of course see how she looks in displays with some of the other figures in the same toy line. So as you can see, quite a lot to get through with this video today. So as I start to pop all these away, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. Right, let's have a look at it then, because in all honesty, and as I say, I hold my hand up with this, I've not seen the RID cartoon with her in, so I didn't really know much about the character. I could perhaps say the same thing about the figure, but as you've just seen, this is, I suppose, the third use of a mould, which, to be honest, I've got ups and downs with my feelings in, and I'll explain that a little bit more in a second. Right, when you purchase her, she comes packaged like that. So the shoulders are attached to this. So when you set her free from the packaging, let's have a look at it. So she would be in the window like that. So because she's in robot mode, we've got the alternate mode on the front. There's the full body, and there indeed is the bust of her in that top corner, and of course there is the Legacy Evolution artwork on the side, and we can see that it's going to take 15 steps to transform her. Right, there we go. So let's do some first impressions first, and I know they made a big deal about this, and to be fair, it is really good on the live stream. The head sculpt is fantastic, to be honest. It is very, very detailed. There's about 4 or 5 different colours going on there. There's loads of extra detail. It even looks like she's got a bit of eyeliner on, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the way the light is shining. It is as well fully articulate. Is it going to go all the way around? I'm saying that now. No, it's slightly restricted, but to be fair, you don't really need to spin around any more than that, and it will look up and down as well. Right, so you can separate the shoulder part, to be honest. Let's have a look on the back. Yeah, they've got it folded over as well, to be honest, so that's the way I'm going to pretty much choose to display it. But the arms, they will go only that far out, but again, that's due to the restriction which you can see here at the top. So these do restrict it quite a bit. You can still just about get it round, but you've got to maneuver and manipulate things out of the way. There is a waist swivel. The legs will kick really high up, but then because of the way that the hips are, it doesn't go up straight, it bows out to the side, so it's like she's kicking out to the side. And the same for when it goes back. It does get caught up with this, but you can lift this up a little bit if you wanted to. You can see there you've got a full knee bend, and you've got an ankle tilt and rock. So a little restrictive in the shoulders, but you can still more than display her in loads of different ways. She's got a really small gun that comes with it. You can see that. And that's translucent, actually. Didn't realise it was. And of course we've got the instructions like so. So the rest of the details on it, she's got some 5mm ports on the bottom of the legs, back of the forearms. There is of course a shoulder swivel, bicep flexion, and there's even a wrist swivel as well. So fully articulate. And first of all, yeah, first impressions, quite like her. Right, rest of the video then, let's have a look at her in alternate mode, and then we'll come back and see how she displays with her weapon. So we're back, and she's in her alternate mode. And quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. That is for a couple of reasons. First is to keep the main length of the video down, and the second, with it being a new figure, I don't want to spoil it for people who don't want it spoiling. However, you will have noticed I have uploaded a tutorial, so if you do want to watch it, you can watch it at your leisure, or if you don't, of course you don't have to see it. Now, I do actually like the alternate mode. It is bulky, it is chunky, it is a great big square, to be honest, but I do really like it. The light guard came with mine on the roof, but I think in the instructions it's not expecting you to have the light bar. It's expecting it to be wrapped up with the gun, which, as I've already seen, is nice and small. Now, to be fair, you can still attach the gun on the roof if you wanted to, and you can attach this in many different ways on the back. And what I mean by that is you've got the main port there in the middle, but you can see you can either have it on either of its side, or indeed on the main port. So you can have it like so if you wanted. There we go. Or indeed you could have it on the side as well. Let me just, oh no, there we go. The good thing about it, you can see the wheels roll around absolutely no problem. But the best thing about this is going to be when you've got loads of accessories, because of all these ports there and there. And even I suppose if you want to, you can use the feet as ports at the back. We already know you can put blast effects in there to make it look like she's launching off. You can already put the gun there. That's exactly how it is in the picture on the back there as well. And then funnily enough, I've got the original blaster there from her warrior class size figure, which looks pretty good on the back of there as well. So again, it is a use of the Elita mold, so the head is visible underneath, but again, only underneath. They do quite a good job of tucking everything away, shall we say. As to say, it's chunky. The light guard has got the translucent red and blue, but it's really dark. It does fit together quite neatly, to be honest. And as you can see, I like the fact that the wheels are all the same colour and you've not got a different colour there. The grille and the bumper looks all right. It is basic, let's be honest, but I'm not going to be displaying mine in this mode. It's all about the robot mode, which we're going to come back to now, and of course do the comparisons. Right then, back for the final time with her in a robot mode, and of course this is the way that I'm going to be displaying her. So let's bring out the warrior class figure, which as you can see is, I was going to say a little bit bigger. It's not in height. She's about the same height, but she's just a little bit more chunkier. There's more of her. So this is more of a basic figure. Your Earth Spark figures that are being released currently now, they're warrior class as well as deluxe, so that gives you an idea, I suppose, of what, or a good comparison. You can see the difference is huge. The backpack for her in the RID, you could either splay the wings out a little bit or bring them down. You can't really do that at all with this. The backpack you can sort of fold out if you wanted to, but it is a much more condensed backpack, and it does look all right. The head sculpt, you can see there where they've managed to get quite similar, but I believe this is of course much more accurate to her cartoon appearance. And we've already seen that, funnily enough, that this does have a mini blast effect on it for the original, and I wished I'd have got around to doing a review on her before moving on to doing the newer one, but I just didn't have the time, in honesty. Right, there she is with her original self. In fact, let's do some originals. So there's original figure, and then this is original use of the mold, which as you can see is very clever because they do look strikingly different. I like the way that you can adjust, or I suppose manipulate these shoulders. In fact, funnily enough, if I bring in Minerva, I've got 3 totally different ways there to display the shoulders on her. And I think I better explain what I was on about earlier about my differentiating feelings about the mold. I liked Alita, and it's not the mold, it's more the figure. I think I didn't really like this for the use of Minerva. I think just didn't really work for me, but for Alita it works, and for Strongarm it works, and it is a good mold. I just didn't really like the idea of Minerva using the mold as well. However, with all 3 of them up next to each other, and as I say, the fact that you can make them display differently and indeed look like different figures. Obviously you can tell the legs are the same, they've got different chests, etc., but again, because of the way that the shoulders are being displayed, I'm sure you'll agree that they do look like different figures, which again is very, very clever. And well done to Mark on getting it looking exactly like that. Right, a few more comparisons then. So just height wise, there is of course a core class figure. This is Voyager class Trashmaster, who's not the tallest. He's big and chunky as well, but again you can see the height that she is. With regard, I suppose, to some third-party figures, if anybody's collecting them, there's New Age and there's Magic Square, so of course they will not scale well with these at all. But overall, I'm impressed with her. As I say, I'm more happy with the fact that it's a new figure, a new character that I've had the chance and the opportunity to learn and have a good play with, to be honest. So that's all there is to really say about it. I do like it. It's another good use of the mould. I'm just hoping that we don't get a Nightbeat now using this particular mould, because I don't like it for Minerva, which of course was Nightbeat. And either way else though, I think she looks great and it's a great figure. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Are you going to get one yourself, or are you going to pass on it this time? Let me know. Take care.